Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Sandy if you happen to be new, and today I just wanted to chat a little bit about what is junk journaling. I've noticed there are a lot of new subscribers to my channel, as well as a lot of new folks getting into junk journaling, and so I thought for folks that might not be familiar with it, let's just talk about it for a little bit. I'm seeing it as a huge trend that is increasing as we go into 2025. So junk journaling, it's kind of a mix between scrapbooking and journaling, and it's can take on many different forms and many different interpretations. And that's one of the things that I love about junk journaling, is that there's really no one defined way to do something. And I think that's what most people really enjoy about the craft. Scrapbooking, it was a lot more prescribed as a way to do it. You had your photos and you had ways to arrange them and mat them, and then you added your journaling about the photos. And with junk journaling, it's a lot more creative and a lot more open to interpretation by each individual person. So I started getting into junk journaling back in, I think, like 2019. And I stumbled across it on YouTube. I was big into my Cricut. I had just gotten a new Cricut, and I was watching all the videos about how to use my Cricut and projects I could make with it. And these junk journal videos started showing up in my YouTube feed. So I clicked on it and started watching it, and I was instantly hooked. The idea of me creating my own book that then I can put, either journal in or decorate however I want to really intrigued me. I was a scrapbooker back in the 1990s, early 2000s, and I did it for a while, and I just kind of lost interest with it because it was a lot, a lot. So when I started seeing these junk journal videos and seeing just the creativity and just the way to use all kinds of different materials that you might have around the house, it really was a shift for me that was like an aha moment almost. And the idea, now I started looking at everything around my house differently: magazines and envelopes and yarn and wrapping paper. And so just the idea of having that, the sky's the limit idea when I want to go about creating my memories or actually creating something with my hands, because I've always been a crafter. So the idea of me crafting and making my own book just really resonated with me. And so then I started going down that rabbit hole of watching all these junk journal videos. But back then there weren't as many junk journal YouTube channels as there are today. I love that so many people have gotten into this hobby or into this craft. I have learned so many fun new things from all of these new YouTubers, and also folks over on TikTok making junk journal videos. And that's what I love about this community as well. And I think that's another reason why it's growing so fast, is because we are a community. We all support each other. There's not a competition about who's better than the other person. We're all here to support each other, and we all love all the unique spin and unique ideas we bring onto a way of doing something. So it's not anything new or earth-shattering. You're altering a playing card, or you're altering an envelope. So that's not new, but getting to see what all of the different creators, how they go about doing that, it sparks creativity, it sparks inspiration within each of us. And it's just so fun to have this community. And we do live videos sometimes, and so we can kind of chat together. And it's just, I love that so many people have gotten interested in it. And it just, It's almost like our own little community here on YouTube, and I absolutely love it. And I think that's another big reason why this is such a growing trend and growing hobby. You know, junk journaling can take on many different forms. You can be where you just make the journals, and you can use trash, you can use envelopes, Amazon packaging, any sort of packaging you get in the mail. You can repurpose those for covers, for pockets, for pages in your journal. You can take old books that might have been thrown away, and repurpose the pages in the book. You can repurpose the cover of the book. So it's really limitless of how you interpret junk journaling. Some people just like to make the books. Some people actually love doing the decorating in the pages. They love taking items. This is one of the things I like doing when I go on a trip. I love saving all of the receipts and tickets from things that I do on my trip and use those to decorate my pages. And then I'll write about what we did, what we saw while we were on that trip. Another really popular thing to use are vintage and antique and even French items. So lace, old books and ledgers. I know I love going to estate sales and looking for those types of things. Sewing patterns that are vintage magazines. So it's really neat to find those things that are vintage and antique and repurpose them and give them a new life, especially at estate sales and yard sales, because oftentimes those items would just be going to the landfill. So if you can take old ribbon or lace and repurpose those in journals, it's just magic. I love putting vintage and antique things in my journals. And so it's really cool to see how this hobby has just started to explode here at the end of 2024 and as we move into 2025. I've even seen articles on the Rolling Stone magazine about it. I have seen on Reddit, there's a junk journaling forum on a Reddit subforum that has just been revitalized, if you will. And you know, of course, TikTok, there's so much interest over on TikTok about YouTube. Hopefully that'll continue as we move on into 2025. We've also started to see a lot of designers like Tim Holtz and other designers out there, scrapbook.com. We're starting to see them carry more junk journaling type products. And so people are really, you know, stores and companies are starting to see that this hobby is really starting to explode and are offering more and more products that are targeted towards these junk journalers. In short, you know, junk journaling is really up to how the creator wants to interpret it. So you can use new things, you can use a mix of old and new things, you can use a mix of trash, i.e. trash, you know, papers, envelopes, you know, tissue paper, wrapping paper, old wallpaper. So you can use a combination of all those things to either create a journal or decorate in a journal. And here on my channel, I have lots of videos where I have examples of journals I've made, tags, and different decorations for my journals. You can take playing cards and revitalize playing cards and decorate them. I take, you know, when you buy some new clothes and they come with a little envelope that have buttons in the envelope, in case you lose a button off of your item of clothing, you can have a replacement button. I take those envelopes and decorate those and use those in my journals. So many different things that you can use to either make or decorate a junk journal. And so it's not very unlike scrapbooking. It's just a little more free-formed and a little more organic. And I think that's why so many people are being drawn to this hobby, because it's very creative, it's very tactile, it's something you can do with your hands. you're off your phone for a little while and you're either using paint or inks or paper and glue and scissors, and it's something that you're creating with your hands. And one of the things I love about the journals I've made over the last 5, 6 years is they are out there in the world now with other owners, and they are enjoying those journals. They're creating memories in those journals, and it's cool to see like a little piece of me is still alive somewhere out there in the world and someone is enjoying it. So I hope that answers your question about what junk journaling is. If I haven't answered any question that you may have, leave a comment down below. Let me know what other questions you might have. And if you are new to junk journaling, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I have hundreds and hundreds of videos that you can check out. I have a beginner junk journal playlist you can check out. And then I also have a playlist on making ephemera and embellishments. And then I have a whole journal playlist of all the different journals that I've made over the years. So I hope you check it out. And yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have any additional questions. And I hope that if you're new to junk journaling, you'll jump in and give it a try. And if you're not new to junk journaling, please leave a comment down below. Let me know, give some other tips and tricks to the folks that are watching this video. All right, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.